I'm looking at the Charlevoix cam. It says the bridge is heated up to the point that it won't open. Firemen are trying to get it open. The steel is hot. That's why so many boats are waiting in the channel. Here's a picture of the boats lined up in the channel. And there's probably some more out there that you can't see because the smoke is so bad. You can't even see out to the end of the channel. Here's the bridge cam with the fire trucks that have their hoses spread out. We saw them a little bit earlier from our boat over in the marina. They're trying to cool down the steel, I guess, so the bridge can open.
So this is the view down the Pine River Channel coming in from Lake Michigan. You see all the sailboats tied up because the bridge won't open. But if we zoom in even more, maybe you can see that the ferry coming in from Beaver Island, he's waiting out there too. He's supposed to be in at 7:30 and it's now like 7:54 and has not been able to make it through the bridge. There are all the sailboats there.
He looks like he's backwards.
Yeah, he probably spun around to, face into the wind, whichever way is easier for him to maneuver.
Look at out there. So you can't see a thing. It's so smoky. This is the craziest day. Super crazy. Here's the Round Lake cam. You can see the top of our boat. We're behind this big Viking, and that's the top of our boat right there. And the one behind it is Jeff, our friend. He's in a beautiful Sea Ray. And this is what it looks like. Look at the smoke. This is from the Charlevoix cam. Just like crazy smoke.
At 8:51 p.m., the update on the Charlevoix Bridge being stuck in the down position. This is the channel cam that is live out to Lake Michigan. You can see the sailboats lined up, and now way in the distance you see that the Beaver Island Ferry has actually tied up to the pier out there, and reports are that they have put down a heavy ramp and they're allowing the passengers to manually get off the ferry out there instead of docking in Charlevoix. Obviously the cars can't get off, and you can still see the tremendously thick smoke out there on the lake and in here. So not a pleasant time to be outside, but at least they're allowing those passengers to get off the ferry. Captain did a good job of backing it up to the pier out there going into Lake Michigan. Thank goodness the weather is calm and allowed them to do that.
But at least the people can get off.
It's over an hour since they should have docked.
Yeah, and those poor boats are all sitting there waiting to come in this very unhealthy air.
Now that it's a little darker, coming up on 9 o'clock here in a few minutes, you can see the flashing lights up on the bridge from the fire trucks. They are still wetting down the hinge points with with fire trucks, water from the fire trucks, to try to cool it down, I guess is their theory, so that the metal will shrink or contract, and then the bridge will be able to open. The ferry is still out there unloading people on the pier head where it's backed into, and there's a big long line of sailboats waiting to come into the harbor. So this is as bad as it usually gets. In the morning, just pulled up this screen here. Now when she has it this wide open,
right here,
you can't really tell what you're looking at.
Right here is the opening to Charlevoix. We're in purple.
We're in purple,
which is very unhealthy. And look how close brown is.
Brown, which is like
hazardous.
Hazardous.
It's almost going to hit us.
A little ways away.
It's scary here. 3 sailboats and a fishing boat going out in the smoke this morning. They must have fixed the bridge. New boat pulling in. Grand Haven, Michigan. Something finale. Grand finale. What's that thing he's got up there, hon? Some kind of a
Yacht controller.
yacht controller. Yacht controlling it in. On this smoky day. Well, we got some rain. That is a happy thing to see. At least it will wash off some of the ash on the boat. And hopefully it's raining where the fires are, and maybe they'll cut down on some of the smoke. It's still extreme high, unhealthy. Wear a mask if you go outside, and I do see a lot of people walking around with masks, but this is my third day captive in the boat, because I am not going out there with my lungs. They just can't handle any of this stuff. So, but we got a nice boat to sit in, so I'm happy. We got somebody being hauled off of a boat, and we did see them go. Oh boy, there's an ambulance up there, and I guess they're taking him up the ramp to the ambulance. You can see that right in between there. We saw this boat go out early this morning. They were out today, and we saw the lady had a mask on, but the kids did not have masks on, and the man driving it didn't either. So not sure what happened to these people, but something happened because they hauled them off their boat. That's a bummer. Yeah, they took the person out on a stretcher and went up the ramp there and moved the ambulance down. So I think they're pretty much loading them on now. That's crazy, but they say to stay out of the smoke. So who knows what happened? And it is definitely still smoky out there. There's a boat waiting to go through the bridge. Hope they got their generator on. They're on. Stay inside.
What a crazy day in Charlevoix. Besides all the Canadian wildfire smoke blowing in here, making visibility almost impossible, we had the bridge malfunction and get stuck in the closed position. So there was quite a bit going on. Glad the fire department was able to finally get it freed up about 2:30 in the morning. And hope all of our viewers in Michigan are safe and are taking care of themselves outside of the smoke. We've got an air purifier in the boat here, keeping our air good, and I hope you have the same thing.